Okay, so I just played this match. This was a match that is part of the Benedota League, which is the league that I'm playing in. I am on Team Ancient Seals. Um, they're a bit higher MMR than us. They were all divines. I think we have like 2 or 3 ancients. I think our draft was not perfect, but it was decent. Let's fast forward through this a little bit. A lot of these are like a little bit of targeted bans, including the Wyvern pick. And then I suggested the Jug pick here. Jug is one of my best heroes, and I also saw this like Sand King Willow, which is almost certainly their 3/4, and I know that this is really good. This is a really good lane for Jug. I can spin on Willow. We should be able to just get kills here with spin. I would think that we end up picking Jakiro 5. I think Grimstroke would have been really good here. I think with Grimstroke we just destroyed this lane like so easily. But I don't think our 5 was comfortable playing that. Jakiro, honestly though, Jakiro accomplishes a very similar thing. So it's fine. They pick a weird Warlock. This is kind of a weird pick here. Okay, so here we're thinking, you know, they pick Warlock, they pick Sand King, they pick Willow. It looks like a pretty like team fighty draft. So we will maybe want to like try to play around that. We already have a Jug. We could also try to go into team fight against them. But yeah, with Legion we want to like play more of a pick off type lineup. Then they pick a PA. I don't know. This is a weird pick. I don't think I've seen PA like in so long. They banned Odie and Viper, so we were thinking like maybe they want to pick a Kunkka. Kunkka looks. I mean, Kunkka looks okay here. I feel like it would have been a pretty good pick, but they end up picking a DK, and I think this last pick we get here is probably the worst pick. This is I think this is the big mistake here this draft, which is we pick a Monkey. So Monkey is good in lane against Dragonite, right? But it's actually a really bad Monkey game. It's bad against Willow, it's bad against Sand King, it's whatever against Warlock, and it's bad against PA. And even against Dragonite, it's good in lane against DK, but DK gets really tanky and it gets a lot of armor. So like once the mid game rolls around, this is just like a hard Monkey game. And he doesn't really end up being able to do that much, even though he has a good lane. I think a much better pick here would have been something like Invoker. It's a great combo with our Legion. It means that PA has to play kind of scared. We really don't have quite enough damage and lockdown for PA to really have to play scared once she gets a few items. But if we have Invoker, then she has to, at the very least, it's very hard for her to fight pre-BKB. And even after BKB, if we have like Axe Cataclysm with dual, like Legion has to play scared, or the PA has to play scared all game with that combo, and they don't really have good save for it. Like sure they can, they can stun the Legion, they can kill the Legion. I mean, even if Legion has BKB, then it's like if Legion gets Blink, Blibble, BKB, and our Invoker has an Axe, how does PA play the game? Like it's so hard for her. Whereas Monkey, like, really doesn't give a shit about Monkey, like about anything that Monkey does. So I think this lane here is actually very strong for us. If he hits like if Jakiro hits a good dual breath, and I spin on really either Willow or Sand King, we can get a lot of damage on them, and there's not really that much they can do about that. But they kind of just end up outplaying us this lane here. And I mean, let's just see what happens exactly. I kind of wanted him to Q right there, honestly, and I could have spinned on him already, but they end up separating wave. I think this is actually fine. Like our real power spike is level 3, level 2 dual breath, and level 2 spin. Let's see how this should be a winning lane for us, I think, as well. I'm not too sure. I don't really play Legion, and or PA. But I think PA is generally a very weak laner. So this shit's already terrible. Like I have like no last hits. I have one last hit. I'm kind of fucking up my last hitting. Just this is really unfortunate. Yeah. That's just. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, was that even an outplay? Nothing really happened that I could consider an outplay. They get this pull off too. They consistently get these pulls off. This is really bad for our lane as well. Like, they're just playing way better. I still have like no last hits in this lane. It really sucks. But yeah, we did spin. We did dual breath, and the Sand King just didn't die, and then somehow my Jakiro died. Definitely, Willow's a little bit more tanky than I thought. This lane is just a disaster. I mean, we really should have just waited for a level 3 spike. You know what? I think now that I think about it, I think Jakiro hard committed a little bit too much on the Sand King, right? Like if he just walks back there after using dual breath, I spin on him. Maybe he doesn't die, and then the lane is not as bad. Let's take a look at last hits here. 14-6. Like I'm not doing well. I have 2 last hits, boys. Oh my god, what is that? This lane was just actually a disaster. Like look at this. We're still just fighting, right? Like and then he didn't die again. I was like, oh my god. And then I die here, I think. Yeah, I'm totally dead here. I can walk into the road like a dumbass. And we're still not level 3, by the way. Like, look at this shit. I mean, part of this is too that they got a lot of good pulls. They got like multiple pulls on the hard camp here, which is really bad. And that we keep like going on them without before level 3. Like, it just sucks. Just sucks. Just like miscalculations. Yeah, I want to pull here. I don't know. That wouldn't have done that much, honestly. Another deny. I have 3 last hits. This lane was such a disaster, dude. And my wraith. Like, what is this guy doing? Actually. I mean, he doesn't die for it, but like, why? And now we have level 3, but now we're already like way behind. But yeah, this lane is just like a non-stop fight, and I have not been able to last hit at all. Sand King is like way ahead in last hits, but like look at this shit. I can't even approach the wave when he's hitting things because of this. Honestly, I don't think I've seen played against a single Sand King since they changed how he works. Okay, Willow just feeds. How's this lane going? 21, 27. So yeah, they're winning this lane as well. I feel like this lane should not be that strong, but I don't know. Spin on the Sand King again. The thing is, I think one of the issues too is that we're like hard committing too much for kills. Like we don't need to kill him. Like I don't need to keep chasing the Sand King. Like I can just spin on him. Like just use like dual breath and spin on the Sand King, and then when spin ends, just walk away. Like it's not that big a deal. You don't need to kill him every time. Fucking courier dies here. Oh my god, this lane just painful, honestly. This is just painful. Look at this shit. 10 last hits. Oh my god. I was not playing very well in the start here. Spin on this guy. He dies. See, now our combo is strong enough. I feed my healing ward because I'm stupid. Oof. And die again. Oh my god. Oh my god. I should have realized. I mean, I should have known, right? He's gonna have Borrow Strike again. Like, why do I even go for that? I was so low too. There's no reason to try for that. I don't know why I don't just spin on this creep camp here. Like when there's two creeps tanking it. Like, why not? I'm gonna kill like all of the small creeps. Tries to pull again. He really should not be doing hard pulls, in my opinion. Like, I think he misses all of his spells. It's all fine. See, now we're doing well. Now this is kind of how this lane should go. They should be scared to approach the lane. And then, oh yeah, this was unfortunate. He just, I thought we had a sentry. I didn't know exactly where the sentry was. But he just walked out of range of it. It wasn't close enough. Okay, let's go back to the start and see what happened bottom. I'm interested in this lane as well. I know when people analyze this kind of stuff, they usually play like 2-speed, but I have a hard time telling what's going on at 2-speed, honestly. He starts with Moment of Courage. Is that the right choice? Pistol starts with a stick. I don't know about that. No, I mean, that's probably good, actually. And this Warlock is just hitting him. I think he needs to rush like a armor item. Wow. It did not go as poorly as our lane, obviously, but it's a pull off. Maybe I'm crazy here, but I kind of feel like maxing overwhelming odds is actually really good. I think it's like a melee hero. Maybe not though. I mean, you're gonna push the wave anyway if you're using Splinter Blast, right? You're rushing Orchid, really? I didn't even know that. It's like old. It's kind of an old build now. Right? Like, see, look, if they're spamming Splinter Blast, they're already gonna push the lane. They might as well go all in. With this like nuke harass stuff. This is like the big downside of this spell, right? It does so much damage, but it pushes the lane. Nothing really crazy happened here, honestly. Just really like effective trading by the PA. Okay, I mean that was a little weird. Actually, that was to prevent the pull from happening. They're just constantly spamming Warlock heal on this guy. This is really good play by them, actually. They're just like, the PA just knows like, hey, I'm playing with a Warlock, I can just go full aggro and trade all the time. And they're just out-sustaining because of it. It seemed like this my position 3 was like not super comfortable on Legion. Skip ahead a little bit. So my courier dies. Actually, let's see what happens. So he's a level ahead mid. I mean, this is not. He's about 10 CS ahead. He's way ahead in the nice too. I mean, yeah, okay. He stomped this lane. He definitely stomped this lane. But the thing is, like, this is. I mean, there's not a. To be fair, this is kind of a weird thing. That I would say only really DK can do. Which is that he can get shit on in lane, and it doesn't really matter that much because he can kind of play like an offlane hero. Like, this is one of those heroes that plays mid and off. And he does end up just playing kind of like an offlane hero here. He just rushes to Blink. And, you know, Blink's done and he's useful. Really, that's all he needs. And PA is their win condition, 100% here. Actually, let's check that out too. I think this game, they have pretty scary team fight, and I think it's pretty much 100% they can play some like 4 protect 1 here. They can gank with DK Sand King when they get Blink and Willow. And they can stop like tower pushes and team fight with the Warlock, and PA can kind of just rush a Battle Fury and farm, do whatever the fuck she wants. And PA is pretty much the winning condition. We don't have a good counter for PA. It would have been better if we had an Invoker, then it would have been a harder PA game. But once PA has like Deso, Abyssal Blade, Satanic, something like that, she doesn't die. She basically can't die, and she will just kill everyone. Like, there's not much we can do about that. I've been in games where it goes really late, even with a big lead, it gets really rough once she has her core of like Satanic, Abyssal, Deso, and then when she starts buying rapiers, the game gets really hard. Even on a hero like Jug. I don't think Jug is particularly good against I don't even think Jug is particularly good against PA, honestly. I think it's pretty bad. Especially later on. Like, Abyssal is just really painful. And now I spin on this shit. My monkey is really farmed. Let's take a look at last net worth. I'm like doing horribly. I should be like 4K at this point. And if fighting us here, I think I end up killing both of them. He wastes his, yeah. He wastes his, what is it called? Shadow Realm? Yeah, and he just dies to Omni. He even maxes this shit. 14 seconds. I gotta kind of play like a lunatic here to catch up. Just not jungling. I really should be in lane now. I think I run back to lane now. No, I get 1 more camp. Or 2 even. I think this is a mistake right here. I don't think I should be jungling. Like, yeah, when I was low, I could let my clarities heal me and shit. End up getting another kill here, but I should have been in lane the whole time, I think. Oh yeah. So if fight happens, I have Omni. We can definitely fight, in my opinion. I have drums too. We don't really end up killing that many heroes here. We are definitely stronger at this point though. And we should be pressuring. So we take the tier 1 right here. This Sand King should die, 100%. Like right here, like how does he just walk up the four people and get away with that shit? But we didn't have any detection on our supports. Or I think Jakiro wasn't there. So then this PA gets a. I mean, this isn't even that early. 16 minutes with just like Treads Revamp. It's actually like a fairly normal timing. But I'm like, well, shit, dude. Like, I'm way behind at this point. Yeah, so this Sand King is like fucking with me, and he's like, I can't die. I have fucking Sandstorm. No, bitch, Dust, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with this weak as shit. This is recovery right here, man. This is fucking recovery. I actually think the Battle Fury is a mistake. Like, PA had it so much earlier than me, and like, there's no way I'm gonna get a decent timing on this at this point. I already bought drums first. I already had an awful laning stage. Like, I'm way behind where I should be. There's just no way this... What is this guy going? He's getting a fast BKB. I mean, he needs a fast BKB, right? Like, there's no way he cannot go BKB, like, really early here. Against, like, Sand King, Dragon Knight, Willow. So I'm playing separated, just, you know, farming up. It would have been nice if I had a Battle Fury right now. If my lane wasn't so trash, I didn't decide to go drums first. I think the drums paid off though, like just getting that Sand King kill alone. But if my lane just wasn't so awful, that could have been better. But I knew that this PA had a Battle Fury, and just knowing that should have been enough for me to be like, okay, I don't think I can go Battle Fury this game. Okay, what should have been my item? I think I should have just gone, like, honestly, like really crazy, right? Just straight up MKB, just like drums MKB, and just try to one-shot PA. Because remember, PA is their win condition, and while this spell is complete bullshit, you know, I mean, that's just how it is. This spell is just bullshit. This just cancels Omni, which is really annoying. I don't even know why my team is here, honestly. Oh yeah, and I end up TPing here. But, I mean, the game is... I think the game is pretty much over here. I tried to Omni, but then he... Very unfortunate, and he doesn't even die. At least I don't die either, but... I mean, in a situation like that, if I had Battle Fury already, right? Honestly, honestly, so much of this comes just back down to how awful my lane went. Like, if my lane didn't go awfully, like, so horribly, I would have had a Battle Fury there, and then if I just choose Omni, that was like a triple kill right there. And then into the curse, and I think we can actually maybe even clean up that fight, like, completely. So playing bottom again, this area is just super safe for me. But yeah, if my lane went well and their lanes didn't go so well, then I would have had a big lead here, and I would have felt really comfortable. I would have been like, yeah, okay, you know what, I got my Battle Fury, I'm super safe here. I get all this space here is totally free. My team can run around with like Legion. He went Blade Mill first. I don't like that. He even went drums and Blade Mill first. I don't like this all at all either. Okay, so think about this, right? Their win condition is PA. What is our win condition? I mean, our win condition is pretty much Jug. This is like Jug versus PA. Like, there's no other hero that really scales super well here. But our lineup, like, in general, scales better because we do have like Winter's Curse with the, you know, with the monkeys, with the Wukong setup, with the Chikiro spells, and we have a Legion for like tempo, right? This Legion here, like this Legion here is just like, you know, we're okay. We are both playing 4 Protect 1, right? So if they're playing 4 Protect 1, then the whole point of Legion is to just go kill people, like go make space, go duel someone. So yeah, I think a fast blink here is really valuable because it just kills PA, right? So when in these 4 Protect 1 games, the name of the game is pretty much the 4 want to kill the 1, right? So if they get a duel and a kill on the PA, that's huge. That's such a makes us so much more likely to actually win the game if that happens, even like once. And then the same thing goes here. Like if they get like a chain stun with like you know, like he's going straight up blink halberd. But if they get like a blink chain stun on me with DK and Sand King and I die to some bullshit, then their win probability is way up as well. So this is why I'm not right here. You know, this is why I'm not fucking hitting these creeps right now, because I know they have scary blink stuns and I could die easily. And also my team is not doing anything right now. So let's see what happens here. I mean, like, this is just... Right, like, imagine if he has a blink here and he's ready for this. Imagine if the DK gets dueled right here, you know? Or the Sand King. 100% dead. I think this is just like a not very good recognition of what your role is in the game. In that he's like playing more of like a sort of fighting, more core carry type. This could have been a dead Sand King if he hits the Ice Path. Maybe. Actually, it would have been kind of close. But maybe. Then a fight happens here. I Omni, it bounces on the Willow, very unlucky. But yeah, Monkey just cannot really do much. I walk over here to try to help my Monkey, realizes it's not gonna happen, and walk back over here. Try to kill the PA, doesn't die, unfortunately, and then I die too. I mean, the game is basically over at this point. Again, for Protect 1, it's basically Joker versus PA. If PA is this far ahead, then the game's just over. I also don't know, like why is this shit mid here? Why is this even happening? Like, why did I even show up to this? I don't know. I should have just been split pushing. I should have realized that my team, that it's hard for us to fight here. Really, what I should be looking for. Okay, especially this all happened because the shit before here where wasted every ult. Like, look at this, Monkey King still on cooldown. I mean, I don't think Macropyre matters that much, but like, this shit is still on cooldown. Maybe that was used in the fight. Wukong's command still on cooldown because they kind of baited a bunch of spells here. But why were all those heroes even sitting mid? Right? Like, let's go back a little bit. Yeah, so I think it's here. Okay, no, that's not it. Shakiro just like blinks. Alright, no, this is literally the fight that just happened. Go back a little bit. Okay, so that whole thing started with my Wyvern just cursing a random Warlock. Okay, that's definitely not a good play there. But yeah, okay, so I'm playing separated, right? I'm doing this whole triangle. I'm just taking all the farm here, absolutely fine. And then my team is, yeah, I mean, they should be looking for a gank, right? This is the whole point. But without Legion Blink, they actually really can't. They actually really can't. I think even Drum Skip is valid here. Oh yeah, and then this fight happens. And again, our whole combo is so reliant on Winter's Curse. I kind of fucked up here. I should have Omni straight up. I was trying to Omni the. Yeah. So it's after this. Yeah. So look at this. Look at this. Why are all these heroes sitting mid right here? Like, what is this shit? Legion's just jungling on the wrong side of the map. Really should be over here. And their team is kind of doing the same thing. But this is just bad. Like, if they're trying to pressure this tower, all we need to do is put Wyvern or Jakira here, or both. And they just spam spells, and this tower does not die. Just fucking Macropyre Wave, Splinter Blast, whatever. Like, they just spam their long range spells, and this tower just does not die. And then and in the meantime, Legion and Monkey can look for kills, because that's exactly what they're good at, right? Jump around with tree runs, jump someone with blink, get a kill. Sand King would die to that shit. PA probably would as well, maybe not. DK wouldn't, but either of the supports would easily die to it. It said they all just sitting around mid, like what? Right, like Why is Monkey still millennium mid? And then my Jakiro steps up too far, right? They waste all their spells. And again, I think my Jakiro was like expecting a duel here. But yeah, no blink, so he can't actually get a duel off. Yeah, and then this is how this like first like really bad fight starts. Which is that I mean, he didn't even have Wukong's command. The thing is that this Jakiro literally sets up everything. This Winter's Curse is our entire team fight. It sets up the Ice Path and the Macropyre. It sets up the Monkey ult. So he can't just like just using it like that on to kill a just like a Warlock. Even though Warlock is their main team fight support as well. Like I mean, they have more team fight than just that. And then my Omni, I get kind of unlucky and it bounces wrong. But yeah, that's how we lost this game, and it's like literally that simple. I think the Winter's Curse is our entire team fight. He needs to land a good course, and I think the getting Blink there is actually great itemization too. But you can't just use it like that. We need to set up on their whole team, and yeah, and then we lose the fight horribly because we get a bad Omni as well. But that's Omni is it's an unreliable spell. Like you can't count on it. Like you know they have a Willow in the game. If it happens to bounce to Willow and she's Shadow Realmed and then the whole Omni is wasted, like yeah, shit.